So originally I had planned to do like this big tier list of a bunch of anime openings, but then I thought there's some series that just have so many openings and it would be a shame to kind of just gloss over them. And that's when I thought, okay, I think I should do a few series with their own separate tier list. Openings are so important to a show. Like, a good opening can really like build your hype and make you actually anticipate what's gonna happen in the show. And since Attack on Titan has been my life fuel, literally my life fuel, I'm gonna be ranking these openings based on a few things just to get this out there. Visuals and animation for one, the song, and whatever I was gonna put in at third was probably just gonna make me sound way more smart than I actually are. But yeah, the song and the visuals, that's all I'm really kind of taking into account. The tiers will be ordered, so the ones that sit at the top of the tier list are the higher in that tier, and the ones that are lower will be lower. 6 openings, let's get it cracking. Man, back in 2013, this opening was everywhere. Over the years I've sat with it, I've kind of thought to myself, am I bored of this song, or is it slightly overrated? And having rewatched and listened to it countless times before this tier list video, I can't fault this opening. I just really can't. It is quite literally probably top 3 most iconic anime openings of all time. I think only like maybe Unravel comes close to it in terms of popularity. It's explosive, and one thing they did in this opening that I kind of wish they did in others was like Japanese text. There's like this Japanese text flying on the screen. And not to mention, man, part where Eren hits the Titan's neck in sync with the music. Find me a harder part in any anime opening. I'll wait. That is one of the hardest things you can put in an opening. It's a great song. I'd be probably lying to myself if this was to go anywhere else other than S tier. It's a tough one. When you have something so explosive and impactful as the first opening, the second one's always going to be compared. Off the bat, I'm going to say this straight away. This is the best animated opening of them all. I don't know what it is, but it's super clean. I love the motion tracking on the text and the slight 3D shots of the maneuver gear. It's just a very nice looking opening. However, the song, it's good. It's good. In fact, it's pretty great. The guitar solo, the way it kind of swells up and the footage gets faster, it's all really nice. When you say opening 2 to me, I do have to take a second and think, oh wait, how does the song go again? Oh yeah, that's not because I don't like the song, it's just it doesn't quite stay in your head as much. So for that reason, I'm gonna have to go with it high A tier. Animation wise, this opening is very underrated because it just looks the freshest. Okay, opinions on this opening might make some people triggered. I don't know the general consensus of how people feel about the openings. This opening is basically like the national anthem for the Attack on Titan world. It's just so good, guys. It's just so good. You know when that refrain comes in or the chorus comes in when it's Sasage, Sasage, you know, they're building up to it beautifully. You got the background vocals, you got the explosiveness. It's all coming in and then they say it for the first time and you're like sitting there, you're like, okay. And then the song's like, wait, I don't think you heard us. And then it just picks up, and then like the Colossal Titan trucks the rock, and then Mikasa's on the horse, and then she grabs Eren and she flips him in the air and he bites and he turns into the Titan. It's just crazy. People might get mad at me for this, but this is my favorite Attack on Titan opening by far. But the build-up basically pays. The whole thing is just them getting ready to go into this large battle, and then once you're in the battle, it's just nothing but pure adrenaline. My favorite opening, if you couldn't tell. I'm sorry, I'm not feeling. I never felt this. I tried to get into it. It just didn't stick with me. The song was just kind of very laid back and chilled, and I get it. The first half of season 3 is character drama, so it's less about Titans and it's more about I get it. But when I listen to the season 3 opening, I'm already thinking I need to hit the escape button and click next episode because it sounds like an ending. It just sounds like an ending song. I don't know. I was just kind of disappointed with this one. It's gonna go in C tier for me.
Alright, so it's me from the future. I know that the opening 4 opening looks really off center on the tier list, but that's because I kind of wanted to put it in D, but I didn't, so I put it in this weird half spot between C and D. It's intentional, and I do have functioning eyes. Okay, back to the vid.
I guess one thing with having Linked Horizon do a lot of the openings is that they do start to get very samey. That would be my one main criticism. Opening 5, it's serviceable. The song is very forgettable in my opinion. I said that about opening 2, but with at least opening 2, it takes me a second before I remember the song. I can never hum to you. I'll start off singing, and I'm wait, no, that's opening 1. Then I'll be like, wait, no, that's Sasage, and then I'll just be like, I can't remember. This song's just kind of like a mesh of all of them. The visuals as well, the animation isn't amazing in this opening, but there's some nice shots. I think my favorite moment of this opening is definitely the last 10 seconds where it's like, and that's when it's just like, oh yeah, time to grab the food out. We about to get into this episode. I mean, yeah, it's a fine opening. It's the most Attack on Titan opening type beat opening there is. So for that, I'll just give it a B tier. I think this is the most controversial opening because I remember when this one dropped, I remember kind of seeing people's opinions floating on Twitter around it. The first time I watched it, I was like, yeah, it's alright. But the more I've watched the final season, the more I just love this opening, man. This opening is so good. If you don't like this opening, how about you open your damn ears? The musicality of this one, I think, is definitely the highlight because it captures the war aspect of the final season plus just the horror. It's quite a chilling opening. Those like weird kind of distorted like, I don't know what the fuck they saying in this opening, but it sounds hard. And not to mention, visually, this is definitely the most different that they've ever done for Attack on Titan. So I think it just stands out. And oh my good god, when that violin comes in with the oh, I get chills every time. Yeah, this is easily the top of A tier for me. I don't know if it belongs in the S tier. Generally, I don't like putting too many things in the S tier. I think ordered wise, I love the first and second opening because they're just too iconic for me. I don't know if this one really sits on opening 1 and Sasageyo status, but it's definitely like the third best for me. So that goes straight to the top of A tier. How do you rank the Attack on Titan? How are you feeling about the final season? Like, no spoilers in the comment section, of course, but this show is goated. I'm gonna be so sad when this season ends because this is what has been keeping my Sundays active. I wake up on a Sunday morning like, something to look forward to. And I don't watch seasonal anime like that. But if you did enjoy the video, be sure to give it a like. I'm gonna keep trying to pump out videos. If you wanna see the anime opening or just a bunch of openings on this tier list, let me know. I can get to that. Or maybe we can do some other popular animes, Naruto, My Hero Academia. Yeah, and that's about it. So I'm out. Peace!